Hello everyone, how are you? Hope you're fine. My name is Stephanie. This video is a very chilled video, a relaxed video, and I want you to also have your space. Feel free and relax. If you own a provision store, you want to make gain, you want to move from a provision store to a small supermarket or a big supermarket, you want to make profits, you want to have more customers, then come close, watch this video. This video is for you. So if you own a provision store or you are about starting a provision store, listen to this video. It's for you. Or you know someone who owns a provision store, definitely send them this video. I have seen a lot of people making so many mistakes, and I want to share some of those mistakes with you. Number one, let's talk about time. You own a provision store where you sell salt, you sell Maggi, you sell pepper, sugar, bread, pap. You come and open your provision store around 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Like, who are you selling to? Who do you want to buy your things? If you own a provision store, as a matter of fact, 6 a.m., you have to be at your shop. Provision store sells mostly in the morning and in the evening section. During the day, places are usually dry. During the day, all you sell is cigar, bread, and chocolates. But in the morning, you sell rice, you sell Maggi, you sell French fish, you sell a lot of things in the morning and also towards evening. So if you own a provision store and you are always going to their store very late, best believe me, you are not going to make money. I'm being honest with you. You will not grow. If people have noticed you or they've realized that, oh, you always open your store early, you're always at your shop early, they can even make their programs in the evening to come and buy from you in the morning and cook, in case they forget to buy in the evening. But if you own a provision store and you are always late, even when you have ripe plantains in your store that you're supposed to open their shop very early in the morning and sell, so that people can come and buy their ripe plantain to prepare breakfast for their children, but you're not there on time. Secondly, you own a provision store and that is your only source of income. You eat from that store, you pay your rent from that store, that's your rent for your house and also for that store. Some people, you own provision stores where you live in the same house and then you have your small table in front of you where you do your small provisions, and then it's a small, If you have a provision store and that's your only source of income where you're going to eat from that business and pay rent from that business, hello, you will not see gain and your business will not grow. Most provision stores don't survive after the first 1 year of paying rent. I'm not arguing with you, I'm telling you. Most people will start provision store, you pay your first 6 months rent. And you guys, that's what people have done now. Those of us that are looking for stores to start up our businesses, landlords will be telling us that you must pay for 1 year, you must pay for 2 years. Because most provision store, you go the first 1 year, you go and pay your rent 6 months to 1 year. After that, you are not able to pay again. You sell, but you are consuming the money. In a provision store setting, you go and buy a carton of Maggi, a packet of Maggi. Calculate your gain in that money. And you only realize that gain after you're finished selling that packet of Maggi. But some of you, you sell today, you eat that same money today, hoping that tomorrow you will sell another thing. And then at the end of the day, you are not able to buy the things back and put them back in that shop. You start a provision store. This is the store is so big, it's so massive, But after 3 months, everything start going down. I want to buy Omo no there. I want to buy Savon no there. I want to buy beans not there, and only black beans all remain. Because you never said that black beans chop them money. Why don't I remain? Red beans you don't sell, and white beans you don't sell, and coffee beans you don't sell. You don't sell and chop the money. Provision store is something that requires care, caution, being vigilant. Because if not, you will eat all your capital. Number 3, you own a provision store and you borrow people goods. You borrow them rice, you borrow them salt, you borrow them pepper. Let me tell you something. Write it up your provision store. No borrowing, even to family members. This video is particularly to people who own provision store as their only source of income. And if you own a provision store, you better do extra. You better have something at the side. Because if you want to depend only on that provision store, you might never grow. You see, you start a provision store before you realize you have sell out everything, you start up a new business before you realize you keep changing businesses, thinking that changing of businesses is a problem. Change your mindset, change your resources. how you use your resources. Then next, I forgot to mention, don't borrow money to start up a provision store. Start a provision store with what you have. As your business grow, as you study your profit margin, as you study your profit margin, then you can borrow money and expand your business. Maybe by the time you're starting your provision store, you go and buy from small cartons, small 2-piece, 3-piece products. Start with what you have. Study your business, study your profit margin as it grows. Now, from knowing how your business grow, you can then borrow money and expand that business. But when you borrow money to start up a provision store, you are at risk of not even being able to pay that money and the interest rates. So be careful.